get good field position here, and Edward Ford get a good hit there. And I thought Ford had a good run, and, you know, those things happen, you know, especially with the conditions like they are now, because it rained tremendously at halftime. The rain came down, and you can see the field condition. And they come out here, and they're trying to run the football. We make a good play. Norman McGahey up in there, and Eugene Brantley, all of them on the tackle. I thought Darryl McCormick had a good game last night. He played real well, number 62 there from Madison, Illinois. They got to punt the football away here, and they get a good punt, and we're not going to field the football, but the ball goes out of bounds on about the 9 or 10-yard line. So we come back out on offense, and you can see they're chasing Richard here, and he can't get to the corners and slip. Almost a safety there. We try to bring it out. We don't want to do anything fancy now. You just work the football out on a quarterback sneak. Earl Brown did a good job of getting this ball out of here. We get a little roll on it, but then there's a pull. That's down there by Antonio Johnson. They come back, and they're moving the ball, running power football now. They laying up on us and pushing us around, but wonder why we should have made the tackle behind the line and had to sell for McCormick and Eric Brown on the tackle. Do a good job here. That was a 4th down play, and they were going for it, and Eugene Brantley stopped them. That was a 3rd down play. I'm sorry.
And twice when you were in bad field condition, you came through on defense, and you were able to stop them in your field, in your territory.
Right. They punt the ball here, and we get the ball again in poor field position. And what they are doing on our tackle, they're slanting their tackle, so we try to run out. So Richard gets a bad exchange here, and could have been disastrous for us, and we recover the football, and Earl Bryan comes on again and got to punt the ball away.
Once again, a good punt by Earl.
Excellent punt by Earl. Good roll and good punt.
A good bounce, you might call it in that way.
Well, Mike can call it a float, because if we put a sail on the football, it would have been a sailboat.
I tell you, last night was something else, and just look at the rain.
Here we come again. Now, this is the play where they broke it for a touchdown. You can't see the clip come in there, but our man was clipped further back and didn't call it. And they broke that play for the decisive factor in the ball game. You're going to see it again here. We got a blitz going, and they come out, and we should have had him. We had 2 people at him, but I guess they slipped, and he slipped away. That was a clip over in the left-hand corner on Damon Simmons, and Damon had a good shot at him. They come on and tack on the extra point, and they go up 14-10.
As you said, up by 4 points with 6:02 left, and the Tigers are going to try. And there's some more of the effects of the weather. The camera got a little wet and started double imaging a little bit, but here we go. The Tigers are going to try to come back with Corey Ladson. Is going to make a great run.
Oh, he makes a great run here. I tell you, if our blocker could have gotten one more step out in front of him, he would have gone. And you could see the umbrellas, and I thought he was going to get drowned over there in that puddle of water.
I tell you, it was a mess. And if the fans look,
good run by Ladson. And he has that great mystique or abilities to cut back against the grain and pick up yardage.
And look at that water. You could see it.
We have a good opportunity to score here. Ladson again, and he makes a cut there and slip. I think it would have been a different story on the dry field. And we're going into the 4th quarter now, and we try halfback pass and almost intercepted. We thought they were going to bite on that, but they didn't. They laid back. They got burned a couple of years ago. And Richard don't have a chance here. And this was a 4th down call. We wanted to try to not go for the field goal, but
here's a good defensive stand.
Good defensive play
to get back into the game. And
our defense is trying to make things happen. You can see all the people we got around the football, and that's a great play there by Paul Hurd. And this is a pass here to Ladson. We trying to make an effort. And this is one thing I want to admire our team and coaches for, 100% the entire ball game. We never gave up, and our coaches did a good job of preparation. Our players did a good job. You know, just the fact that, you know, now we're going for desperation in the bomb, and I was hoping they'd fumble this thing here while they're playing around with it.
Yeah.
But that's the way it ended, 14-10, and we're going to rebound up against Walford next week.
And we'll be back with a closing comment from Coach after this. It was a disappointing loss tonight. It was a close game, but the weather conditions were treacherous. And that may have had something to do with the outcome of the game, though we're not making excuses. It was a good game, as Coach mentioned, both offensively and defensively for the Tigers. And we're going to look ahead now to next week in Wofford College up in Spartanburg. Coach, what do you know about Wofford, and how are you going to prepare for them?
Well, you know, when I was at South Carolina State, we played Wofford back in, the 73s and 74 era. And they always going to keep a well-disciplined, a well-coached football team. Right now, they're not having quite the success that they would like to have, and we just going to have to go into Spartanburg and play a physical football game, do the things we did tonight successfully, both offense and defense. And I think if we can get our outside speed going, we'll be in good shape. They are just moved into Division II of the NC2A, I think, and they played a couple of 1AA teams in East Tennessee State. They played Catawba. They've lost. I know they're 0-2 at this point. But we just going to have to go up there and regroup and go after them, because we can come back home, and we'll come back home on October the 8th. If we can come back home 4-1, that'll be great.
That'll be good. And of course, we do want the team to come back 4-1. We're going to try to get up there and play the type of football we've been playing all year. What types of things will you work on in particular? This is a hard game tonight to really see anything wrong because of the weather conditions, but what are you going to work on this week in practice?
Well, we're going to have to work on our special team play, because we're not getting good mileage out our returns, out our kickoff returns and punt returns. We're not getting the ball upfield like we should. And to have a football player the caliber of Willie DeLoach, Willie is an excellent run on kickoff returns, and if we give him any kind of blocking, he's going to bust one sooner or later. Willie also runs return punts, and we're not blocking well on our punts return. So I think those are our two weakest areas, because with the punt return and kickoff return, it gives you a good field position. Defensively, I don't think, that's some things that we're going to have to look at, and maybe some things we're going to have to reconstruct, because we're going to see an option quarterback this week. Jason Hill from Wofford is an option quarterback. They run option, and we're going to have to really, gear up for it, because tonight Alabama A&M was doing some things with the option, and we were not taking quarterback when we should have. We missed out on quarterback. We took pitch, I thought, pretty good. But Wofford is the kind of team that they haven't had a lot of success, and we don't want them to have success on us, and we're just going to go up there and play them, because, we got a couple of players from that area. My hometown is only 25 miles away, and, I'm sure that our players want to, be representative of Savannah State College football. And as I said, we turned one corner last week, and right now we're standing on the other corner just waiting to get around it.
Okay, Coach, say congratulations on a hard-fought game. It wasn't a victory, but still the team did play tough tonight, and we'll look forward to next week.
Well, I hope so. Mark, we worked too hard not to be successful, and I told our young men that now's the time to show your worth when you can rebound from adversity, and we're going to definitely rebound. Like I always say, all sickness is not death, and all goodbyes ain't gone.
Okay, well, we'll go out on that. Thank you for joining us this week. We hope to see you again next week after the Wofford College game up in Spartanburg, and until then, you have the rest of a good week, and continue to support.
Featuring highlights.